Hello, everyone. Yes, I am so excited about this episode. I mean, I feel like we've been doing a lot of, sewing, tailoring. For episode 5, I wanted to do something really special, something different, I wanted to sort of review every single episode, have a little bit of a walk in memory lane. So we see how far we've come. This has been a long time coming. I mean, this is episode 5, guys. Like, what? I know for some people it's like just 5. It's just 5. But for me, it's not just 5 because I know how I started. I know all the skepticisms I had in mind. And the fact that I'm able to even be here is amazing. Where's my girl? Where's my girl? Yes, calling forth what I am. Episode 5. There's a lot that goes down behind the scenes. But we just want to review each episode and talk about what the inspo was, what the idea was, and how we've been able to make it work. Just a little bit, not too long. We're not trying to go crazy here. I mean, why not? This is a huge milestone for me. I mean, I don't care what anyone says. Like, this is a big deal for me. So that's what this episode is about, and I hope that you blah bless. So yes, I hope you all are not expecting anything serious, because me, I'm not exactly your formal, composed girls. I'm seeing a little bit of goofiness here, so just so you know, I would try my best to keep this as brief as possible. Let's start with this idea of calling forth what I am. Yes, because 10 days before I put out that video, I had no idea I was going to do that, for real. This was so off my radar. I had no plans for this. I just wanted to perhaps do a little sewing tutorial and all of that, and a whole series just came out, and I have to give the glory to God, because left to me, I really just wanted to just do a regular tutorial. That was the episode 2 video, yes, which had a lot of issues. But yes, that was the video. It was just supposed to be a tutorial for, I had this convention coming up, and I had filmed the process of sewing the dress, and I thought I was just going to put it out to the world just to show a little bit of what I'm doing. And that was what it was supposed to be. Just, hey guys, how I made, and look at this dress, what you thought, blah, blah, blah. While I was trying to do it, I don't know, I just felt this leading to do something more than that. And that was how calling forth what I am came to being, right? So let's start with episode 1. Episode 1 was the intro. The intro video. The process of it was really, really chaotic, I would say. There's always some chaos behind every single episode, just so you know. Nothing happens. I know sometimes it looks a bit seamless, so it may come off as, just easy, but trust me, there's a whole lot. Episode 1 was very emotional for myself too, and also I felt really vulnerable putting all of that out and everything, because I don't really like people seeing us sing and stuff and all of that. But the initial plan was to make episode 2 episode 1, so I was supposed to just start with the sewing tutorial, just straight up hello, but I felt the need to introduce myself, and that was how episode 1 came about. So then it was very challenging for me. For one thing, I had to share my stories, talk about my journey. And I feel like there has been so many things happening in my life, and I've changed so much. I have grown so much, and it would have been abominable to just start like that without telling people about the journey and just how far I've come. And so much has changed about my life, really. Like I've really, I feel like I've been different people at different seasons of my life. So many things have happened, especially between 2019 and 2026. So much has happened. Like, I feel like I've evolved so many times. I've become so many people just within this past few years. So talking about that was really, really interesting. I'm really grateful for how far I've come. And that was basically what episode 1 was about. It was amazing just seeing all the calls and messages, like people reaching out. I was very, very, very amazed to see how many people connected to that story, to my story. I had people who spoke to me afterwards that were calling me Jack of all trades. That was really funny. I know a few things, but I'm not Jack of all trades for sure, please. But that was episode 1. It was really, really amazing. I loved the reception. It was strong in the calls, the texts, the comments. It was just amazing. Episode 2 really challenged me, because for one thing, I was really kind of getting into it. I feel like episode 1 was a little bit, it was just like, okay, girl, let's just give you some grace. Everything incorporated. The only stress was just the editing and putting everything together. Every input is very specific. But episode 2 was like, now you're here. For each episode, there's a 7-day gap, right? So the next episode is usually on Wednesday, the following Wednesday, by 5:28 a.m. It just helps me to stay consistent. It keeps me on my toes. I could have just said next episode one time, or just episode 1, and anytime you say episode 2, we're like, but I feel like there's a standard of excellence I hold myself to, and it's important that I stay on my toes and I meet up to that standard. I don't want to feel like I am somehow procrastinating or anything like that. So keeping the next episode there definitely kept me on my toes. It has kept me on my toes so far, and I'm just really excited really to keep doing it. I don't know how far this is going to go, but let's just yeah. So yeah, episode 2 really introduced me to that. There was a lot of things that I didn't know that I could have done to ease things up. So that morning was crazy for me. There was a lot of things I could have done better. So it was really an eye-opener for me. There were certain things that didn't exactly go my way, but it's fine. I give myself grace. This is new. And yeah, we don't pressure ourselves here. Like, if it doesn't work out next, okay, no, we don't hold back and start thinking, no. If it doesn't work out, something doesn't come out well, on to the next. Okay, so yeah, that was it. So episode 3 came, and yeah, episode 3 was a vibe. I love episode 3. Episode 3 is easily one of my best episodes so far, for real. Like, I really loved episode 3. It was just, for one thing, the rolling out process was very, very smooth. It didn't exactly feel chaotic. I knew a lot more. It felt more, it felt like, yeah, I'm here. It felt like, yeah, I got this. Like, nah, you can't tell me nothing. I got this. I'm here to stay, you guys. Like, what do you mean? It felt like that. It felt really cool because everything just kind of worked well. Everything in life is perspective. I could have seen episode 2 as a setback, but I simply just saw it as a lesson learned. This had to happen so that I would know better next time. And the ease of episode 3 was credited to the mistakes of episode 2. So episode 3 was chill, because I had this really beautiful style I've always had in mind, and I was able to make it, and that was just really exciting, showing it to the world. One thing I always tell myself is that I want to always come out of my comfort zone. I always love to push myself, so that cape really stressed me. That was a stretch. Like, that was a major stretch for me, and I love the outcome. Of course, there's always a lot of things to refine. Like, the next time I'll be making that cape or even any other garments, I know what to do better because I have sort of been in the process. And yeah, that's just what this is about. It's not about sort of becoming the best person or being the best person at the first trial. There's this quote I saw that properly articulated my thoughts. It says, be bold enough to be bad at something new. And that was just amazing because, for real, like, so many times we're too concerned about what people will say, and it's like, it's your first time, for Christ's sake. Like, what do you think? Do you think that you're going to have it all figured out on your first try? No, you would not. So I love that I was able to just push myself. Everything went so well. The episode was just so amazing. I loved everything. I loved the dress. I loved the outfit. I loved everything. It was just so amazing. And yeah, episode 4 episode 4 was, episode 4 was a lot. See, I feel like for each episode I have had to just upgrade, and that's what this is about. It's just the growth. I mean, seeing that I somehow am better than who I was in the last episode, it's just my motivation, for real. Because episode 4, and let me tell you, I didn't even know what to do. Like, in fact, when I was posting episode 3, I was skeptical about putting the next episode for Wednesday because I was thinking to myself, what am I going to do? I mean, there was no sewing project going on. There was nothing like that. When I started calling forth what I am, it was never meant to really be a sewing episode, a sewing series, some sort of. Of course, I did introduce myself as a garment architect, but it was really just about becoming who I was meant to be. Whatever that looked like at any stage in life was going to be projected on calling forth what I am. That was what it was supposed to be. Wasn't it really? I was very careful not to make it, okay guys, this is what I'm saying today. I really did not want it to be something that was only limited to tailoring and only relatable to tailors. When the idea came for episode 4, I was thinking, hey, how would I do this? Like, I should go to I was in a whole unfinished building. Like, come on, that's crazy. So yeah, it was definitely crazy. It was a lot, but I was like, yeah, like, let's do it. And yeah, that day I did it, and in no time the shoot was over. Like, episode 4 was I felt like I was doing a film. Listen, at this point in time, you should just be calling me, like, call me. But yeah, I mean, episode 4 was so challenging for me. It was a whole film. I had a concept in mind, and I just had a lot of doubts in the beginning, like, okay, what is it? Like, is it going to be this? Is it going to be nice? But I'm glad that I pushed myself. There's a lot of things again, just like every episode, that I would definitely do better if I'm to do that again. But yeah, I'm just excited that, yeah, we did it. Yeah, I loved how the thing was very rugged, sort of in line with the building, the outfits, everything. I'm sort of perceived a certain way online, and just even in life generally. People just expect some level of cleanness. I feel like it was a contrast to who it was a rebellion against what people expect me to do. From the shoes, those shoes, all black. The hair was just very off. The hair is glamour, obviously. I mean, we still have her here right now, say hi. But yeah, I loved how everything just turned out for episode 4. I love episode 4. And yeah, episode 5 is here. We're here now, and I'm learning so much at every step that I take. I've learned that purpose is not a destination, but rather a journey, about who you become in the process. There was a part in episode 1 where I said, I don't even think I'm just learning how to swim, I'm learning discipline. And that really is what this is about. That's what this journey is about. I mean, look at this. I'm having to show up every Wednesday by 5:28 a.m. and I cannot afford to miss it. There's something that does to you as a person. For me, I've taken it upon myself as an assignment. This is something that I have to show up for, and it must be there. I have to be present for this. And because of the fact that I approach it from that angle, it does something to me. I feel like I can handle bigger projects. So it matters not what the numbers say. I don't want to ever get to a point where I feel like I am carried away. But I can't even tell you that I know what the next thing is going to be. So we're kind of doing this together. So I don't think I know one secret. I don't know anything. No. That part where I said I can just wake up one day and start studying medicine. That part was true. I wasn't capping, for real. Like, it was actually so real, for real. I really can't just wake up one day and start studying medicine. So just so you know. So yeah, I want you to know that you're not alone. It's okay for you to just take the next step. It's not about you don't have to know the whole thing. Just trust God who is leading you. Trust your author who spoke you into existence. And hold on to him, and yeah, you would never be disappointed. And that has been the whole thing. Oh my God. I want to say a very, very big thank you to you all. First of all, for you watching, you're an amazing person. You are the real OG for taking time to watch this video. You don't even know me. Some of you might not even know me. You that are watching, you even know me. You don't even know me. You left what you're doing to watch me. So thank you so much. I really appreciate. Hopefully we can get to know each other after this. This is so cool. I feel like I should do this like more often. I wish you all the absolute best, and I hope this is going to be a greater community. I hope we can grow. I hope we can all come together. And yeah, I feel like packing my. Let me just, guys, can we talk about how indecisive we women can be? Before I started this episode, I could not decide on whether I should have my hair in a fro or whether I should pack it. And now I'm looking at it, I'm like, okay, should I just have packed it? Really? But anyway, since I ended up doing a fro, I just think I should just still do it. Like, bro, can you see? This is why I didn't want to do a bun, because yeah, I love my slick bun to be really slick, and I just was too lazy to start doing the whole step down and moisturizing and all of that. So guys, I just decided to do it anyhow. So that's why we did not do it. But this is actually not bad. Look at this. This is not bad. This is not bad. But I feel like the fruit did it anyways. Whatever. See you all in the next episode, whenever it is. Bye. This is calling forth what I am. Episode 9. Bye. I love you so much, but just remember that God loves you more. Bye. Oh my God.